Hey, welcome back, everyone. It's not officially summer yet, but it's always kind of summer in the desert because the sun is out. It is always important to wear sunscreen, but how much is enough? So we have Dr. T here, is the owner of Arizona Facial Plastics, and you were here last year to talk about something similar. And it's so important because really, I mean, we have some of the highest rates of skin cancer in the country here in Arizona, so always important to talk about.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit, sorry, I was in the break, I was asking you all these skincare questions because I love skincare. It's so interesting to me.
I can tell.
You have a couple products out here. What's going to be the most important to our daily routine?
So obviously in the summertime, sunscreens are the most important. We have our BB cream, our shield, and some of our SPF 40 products, zinc and titanium oxide being very critical to protecting the skin. But as you know, the sunscreens are mostly UVB and some UVA. It's the UVA that creates the long-term damage. And so really it's not just about getting the sun off your skin, but it's protecting your skin from the sun, hats, sunglasses, protective clothing and so forth, but then also figuring out a way how to reverse that damage as you go out of the sun, going, sort of into the fall and the winter months.
So what is the ideal SPF level? SPF 40, is that a good baseline for your face?
SPF is 40 is good. I think a lot of it has to do with what's in the sunscreens and whether it's giving you a broader protection of different frequencies of light that are hitting your skin. So I'm not as impressed by the SPF scale. I'm mostly impressed by what's in the products and then going from there. So
this is the sunscreen. What are the ingredients you should be looking for?
So basically, we like the titanium oxide, we like the zinc oxide. There's other products that have a sort of proprietary ingredient called Mexoryl. Those are very good for really protecting the skin. Some of the other sunscreens, they tend to be very surface protection. You don't get burned. But then, again, you will get the deeper damage, and that's what we're trying to prevent, especially as people get a little bit older.
Is there product in here?
There is in this one, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Can you just show me, how much should I be using on my face?
So, for example, if you want to, we'll put it on this way. So just really one pump like this.
That's all you need for your face?
That's all you need. And you can get quite a bit of coverage with that. So when I go hiking, for example, I'll do like 2 pumps, face and neck, and you'll get good coverage.
And you can't forget about the neck.
You cannot forget about the neck, that's right. But you don't need a lot, you just need an even coating. But just, 1 or 2 pumps of this will give you very good coverage for the face.
And if you're out by the pool, how often should you be reapplying then on your face?
Depends if you're getting in the pool or not. Usually every few hours you want to consider reapplying. There are different products that have some protection against, chlorine and other chemicals in the pool, wearing it off the skin. But again, being in the pool during the intense sun hours is never a good idea regardless. So wearing swim shirts and those kinds of things, I strongly recommend that, besides just using the products.
If you're like me, probably one of your biggest regrets is not wearing sunscreen and using tanning beds as a teenager, which I unfortunately did, and you pay for it later in life.
You definitely do.
What can you do to kind of reduce some dark spots and pigmentation on your face from the sun?
For the dark spots, I really like kojic acid, or kojic acid is sort of an ingredient that really helps reduce the darkness. It's a daily routine that we recommend, and we have different products that help people do that. We don't have them here, unfortunately. And then for rejuvenation of the skin, the retinols are really great. One thing we have new this year is the body sprays. And this is really awesome because a lot of people, they'll put the retinols on their face and neck, but then they don't put it on their body, and they'll have a lot of damage in their décolleté and arms. So having retinol body sprays, I think that's sort of one of the latest trends in terms of getting not just your face and neck rejuvenated, but making sure that sun damage can be reversed on the décolleté, arms, and other areas where we get a lot of sun exposure.
Anything else you want to point out here that is important that you want people to know about?
Mostly, if the summer has been tough on you, come in and see us. We have other devices and technologies that can help reverse more sun damage. I know it's really hard in this climate to get, fully protected. But there again, there's a lot of things that we can do to reverse the damage as well. And, doing a consultation with us and spending some time with us, I think, can be very enlightening for people.
And don't forget about your hands, because you see, your hands are in the sun. I'm just going to rub this sunscreen you gave me. I'm just going to rub this on my hands. So I'm going to have sunscreen on my hands when I go to the pool later, because it shows up on the sun damage shows up on your hands too.
This is a new trend in the aesthetic industry, is we spend so much time and resource on our faces, and then people end up having aged hands, and then they're like, well, what do I do? So we're spending more and more time using lasers on the hands, filling the ligaments between the knuckles on the hands, and then certainly encouraging people to wear sunscreen on exposed areas. And this is really important for us driving, especially our left hands, because a lot of us like to have our right hand on the console, our left hand going down the road, and then, you know, with the exposure through the glass in our cars, we can have magnified UV damage on the back of our hands that we're driving. So using sunscreens even in the car can be very, very helpful for reversing or at least preventing some of the damage that's going to come from just being on the roads.
Okay, well, I'm covered for today. I got my sunscreen on my hands.
Right,
so, okay, doctor, thank you so much. We
Thank
really
you so much for
appreciate
having me
it.
this
Really
morning.
helpful.
Very nice to see you again. Thank you.